Hello everybody and welcome back to Movies with Mia. If you're new to the channel, hi. I'm Mia Tiffany and here we are watching the greatest classic films throughout history. Today we are kicking off our Halloween series with the film M. Now, before we get into today's film, I would like to shout out my Golden Oscar patrons. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. And if you're interested in exclusive MWN content, then please check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. M was released in 1931, directed by Fritz Lang, starring Peter Lorre, with other notable performances by Otto Werniger, Gustav Gründgens, Ellen Widmann, and Inge Landgut. Hopefully I said those names correctly. If I didn't, you guys will let me know in the comments. All right, guys, at this point, we are going to get into some historical context. For those of you who want to jump right onto the film reaction, go for it. But for those of you who want to stay, we're gonna get right into it. The movie M began as a collaboration between director Fritz Lang and his wife at the time, Thea von Harbo. Their plan for this project was to create a film about, quote, the ugliest, most utterly loathsome crime, end quote, in a film. Now, to help create an authentic story, Lang called upon his connections within the Berlin Police Department. And he made these connections during the 1920s when he made a slew of crime/thriller films. Lang was able to meet and speak with various murderers and criminal offenders, and from his conversations and meetings with them, he and his wife created their screenplay. Originally, the project was titled Murder Among Us, and when Lang went to advertise for the production of the film, or, to get licensing and to kind of, find studios to create the film at, he received intense negative backlash. Now, the issue occurred really because of the title. A lot of people, or I guess certain people of a specific party that was gaining popularity in Germany at this time, were almost offended and thought that the title insinuated that the content of the movie was to sort of vilify members of that certain party. Now, the project was later greenlit after members of that certain party sort of read the screenplay and realized that it was something completely different than what they thought. So once they realized that it was okay and not vilifying them, they greenlit the project. Also, during that time, the film's title was changed from Murder Among Us to simply M. M was shot in 6 weeks and starred Peter Lorre, who at the time was really an unknown actor. However, his portrayal in the film was a sort of blessing and a curse, as it did provide him more opportunities for films, but it also unfortunately typecasted him into these sort of villainous, negatively connotated roles. And I don't think he ever was able to break out of that. If any of you have seen a film with him where he was sort of not playing like the villainous or sort of like shady role, please let me know. I'd love to see that. But from what I've seen of him, of his work, I've only ever really seen him in sort of like the villainous roles, so it would be interesting to see him in something else. So M was eventually released in May of 1931 and marked a very interesting time in Germany's cinematic history. It was almost like a bridge between the end of the German expressionistic style and the beginning of the NP-approved German propaganda that really became German cinema until the end of the war. In modern times, the film has been revered as one of the most influential films of the crime and thriller genre, as well as one of the greatest films of all time. Now, with that being said, this is my first time watching M, and I'm very excited to watch it, and I know you guys are excited to watch it because I've seen it all across the comments, so cannot wait to get into this. But before we do, y'all know the deal. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay in the loop. All right, everyone, it is time to start the spooky season. Please grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's get into M. I'd be like, what are you guys doing? This is my first time watching like a German classic film with sound. So this is kind of cool. Girl, she said, your mama just said stop.
Ach, 50 Mark kannst du den Jörn verbieten, das verdammte Mörderlied zu singen.
Macht es doch. Solange man sie singen hört, dass noch da sind.
That's true. That's a very good point.
Hast du wieder recht.
Like, as long as we can hear him singing, we know that they're alive and well. I think that this is such an interesting time in cinema because going from, you know, silence to talkies and how you can now manipulate not only the sound, but also sort of the camera. I do like sort of that experimental sort of nature of this specific time. Not the cuckoo clock. Public school. I feel like everything in German just seems so intense. Why is public school in like capital letters, one word? I'm like, geez, it's so intense. Walking alone by herself would never happen today, bro.
Du hast aber einen schönen Ball. Wie heißt du denn?
The shot here is great.
Elsie Beckmann.
Oh, the mom is just waiting for her baby.
Ist Elsie nicht mitgekommen?
Nee, mit uns ist sie nicht mitgekommen.
That is the incorrect answer. Where is Elsie?
Hi.
Haben Sie Elsäche nicht gesehen?
Nee. Ist sie nicht gerade von mir die Treppe raufgelaufen?
Sie ist noch nicht zu Hause.
Na, dann wird sie wohl bald kommen. Auf Wiedersehen, Frau Beckmann.
No, bro, if my baby didn't come home with her friends, I'm going out to look for her. I'm not staying in the house. What?
Elsie! Elsie!
She's not there. I like how he's showing sort of her absence, like showing things that she would have interacted with, but her not being there to convey her absence. Proceed with your investigations. All will soon be confirmed. There was something about this song that he was whistling to that I read, but I didn't understand. So if any of you understand it, that'd be great for you guys to let me know in the comments.
Vorlesen!
Der unbefugten Unhold begangen wurde, dem bereits 8 Kinder unserer Stadt zum Opfer gefallen sind. Die begreifliche Nervosität wird noch dadurch gesteigert, dass die Bemühungen der Kriminalpolizei des Mörders...
Oh, and that's the scary thing, is anyone could be a murderer. They wear the same face as you. That's crazy.
Was soll ich wissen?
Dass ich dir auch schon mal gesehen habe, wie du hinter der Kleinen aus dem 4. Stock der Treppe
Uh-oh.
aufgegangen bist.
Now the false accusations amongst each other. Chaos!
Hausdurchsuchung!
Schande, nein, diese Schande.
Gerade darum muss die Polizei doch hier noch so eine kleine Spur verfolgen.
Können Sie mir sagen, wie spät es ist?
Ja, mein Kind.
Oh, now everyone who interacts with a child is immediately like, you're the murderer.
Jetzt musst du aber schnell nach Hause gehen.
Sie hätten das Sie an, wo das Kind wohnt.
Oh my god, he's very tall.
Gar nichts will ich.
This is an outrage. He was literally just helping the kid. Oh god, this is pure chaos. This is not going to help the police get anywhere if this chaos continues.
Der Mörder? Kindermörder?
Das ist der Kindermörder.
These letters remind me of Jack the Ripper. Like kind of taunting the press, taunting the people.
Für einen Eindruck auf die Öffentlichkeit machen wird. So etwas ist...
Herr Minister, wir können dem Mörder nicht verbieten, Briefe zu schreiben, an wen er will. Schwer pathologische Mann, eine Atmen in den Zeitungen, geschildert zu sehen. Wir haben uns sofort mit der Redaktion in Verbindung gesetzt.
Papier, das durch so viele Hände gegangen ist, noch irgendeinen brauchbaren Fingerabdruck festzustellen.
I have to say, one thing that I absolutely love about living in the 21st century is the process by which a murder is investigated now. Like, we have like DNA sampling and like technology to help sort of crack a case. Thank God for technology, right?
Eingehendste Vergleiche mit unseren Karteien, vielleicht doch noch irgendetwas. Anschließend geht der Brief direkt zur graphologischen Begutachtung.
Die zerbrochene Schreibart in ihrer zeichnerischen Weise ein Ausdruck von Schauspielerei, ja der Trägheit wählen kann. Bild liegt ein schwer erweisbarer Wahnsinn.
Oh my God.
Herr Minister, meine Leute haben in der Woche keine 12 Stunden Schlaf mehr. Die Mannschaften vom Überfallkommando kommen nie mehr richtig zur Ruhe, die zu 80, ja 90% aus Misserfolgen besteht.
That is the life of an investigator, especially in a high-profile case like this.
Möglicherweise kann er gerade Sie zum Ziele führen. Bedenken, Herr Minister, allein die Arbeit am Tatort. Hinter einem Zaun eine kleine, weiße, war sie früher mit billigem Konfekt gefüllt. Finden sich noch winzige Splitterchen von Fruchtbonbons, vom bunten Streuzucker, das eine verfolgbare Spur ergeben könnte. Sind wir gezwungen, einen Schritt näher bringen können.
I like this sort of montage of investigative procedures as well. I think that's really cool.
Aber damit schaffen wir die Tatsache nicht aus der Welt, dass ein unbekannter Mörder Menschen terrorisiert. Die Polizei versagt.
Doch nicht die rechte Vorstellung von den das vermisste Kind genommen haben soll. Allein 15, gänzlich.
Das wir heute Mittag mit dem Unbekannten gesehen haben wollen.
Die Mütze war rot.
Herr Kommissar, die Mütze war grün.
Rot, grün! Rot, grün! Rot, grün!
This is not gonna get us anywhere.
Bitte! Der nächste bitte.
1000 detaillierte Spuren verfolgt.
Wow.
Füllt 60 dicke Bände. Die Leute eingesetzt.
Das Gelände rings um die Stadt planmäßig ab. Denn hinter jedem Busch, in jeder Kuhle kann ein Gegenstand verborgen sein, der uns die Spur liefert.
The man talking and then he's like playing other footage over the sound is very interesting and it keeps the audience very engaged.
2 Hunde aufgeboten. Die besten Spüre sind auf die schwachen Seithauchen des Mörders. Hat die Polizei Nacht für Nacht die obdachlosen Asylkontrollwachung der Bahnhöfe wird ununterbrochen aufrechterhalten. Haben die Nachforschungen bis jetzt nicht das geringste...
Uh-oh. I think that this, like I said, this is such a cool sliver of cinematic history because you really do get this sort of fusion of silent films and talkies in one. It's really cool to see. Everyone's like, nope, we gotta go. Look at all these people. Oh, go, nope, go all the way back in. Yeah, visuals are very eerie. I don't know if he did that on purpose.
Anordnung der Kriminalpolizei.
She's like, whatever. The woman in the front is literally a mood. She's like, you're talking to me like that, really? Kinder. I know that word kinder means kids. Yeah, like, they're like, don't go after us, go after the murderer. We're not murderers.
Seid doch vernünftig! Zurücktreten! Ausreise vorzeigen! Ausreise vorzeigen!
But like, what are papers going to prove in terms of finding the murderer? I don't understand.
Kinder macht keine Geschichte, hat doch keinen Zweck. Wer keinen Ausweis hat, kommt... Mensch, Quatsch, dann ist doch...
Ausweise bereithalten! Wo steht denn die
It's like, nope, you can't go anywhere.
Sei doch ruhig, Kinder.
Ausweise bereithalten!
Ich kann nicht ewig meinen Geburtsschein mit mir rumschleppen. Nicht, das geht doch wirklich. Kotzen hier an der Bude.
The way that these people are treating the police officers could almost be sort of like a mirror, I guess, of how maybe society felt about authority at the time. I don't know what papers are they looking at? Like, do people just carry their birth certificate around with them at this time? Unsolved burglary at Furriers.
Na, geh mal lieber auch mit nach Alex.
Was denn bitte?
Oh my. That looks like a torture box. What are you using those tools for, buddy? Someone has brass knuckles with the spikes on them. Wow. The fine furs, snake skins. What kind of club was this?
Saunsheimer Hauptmann. Jede Nacht die Stänkereien in die Lokale rum.
Schlagen wir uns unsere Nächte um die Ohren.
Nee, den Sie suchen, den finden Sie hier doch nicht. Dem Sie jede Nacht die Razzia verdanken, vor allen Griechen.
Oh, it's like a brothel.
Irgendwo ist in jeder sowas von der Mutter. Aus dem machen kann ich Ihnen sagen.
Fertig zur Abfahrt, Herr Hauptmann.
So they were raiding like a brothel.
Ach, Fräulein, bitte genaue Zeit.
He kind of looks like Gary Oldman. Is that just me? He kind of does. A bunch of little pocket watches. Oh, he's a little magician. How many pocket watches does this man have? And are they all his? I'm curious.
Bullen wimmeln heute wieder in den Straßen rum wie die Wanzen.
Und die sind auch schon völlig blemblem und haben nichts im Kopf als den Mörder. Ich kann euch sagen, ich habe nicht satt.
They're just random criminals that can't do their crime because police are on the streets.
Na Gott sei Dank. Endlich.
Oh, unless they tie in something. Oh.
Seid ihr verrückt geworden? Ich eröffne die Sitzung. Der Ordnung halber stelle ich fest, dass sämtliche Führer der Ringorganisationen vertreten sind. Schön, wir brauchen uns nicht lange bei der Vorrede aufzuhalten. Wir wissen ja alle, warum wir hier sind. Verdirbt uns das Geschäft und den
Got it. So these heisters are mad that the murderer is on the loose.
Kindermörders. Es geht nicht mehr länger an, dass wir in keinem Hotel, in keiner Kaschemme. Bravo. Dieser Zustand muss ein Ende nehmen.
Wenn wir nicht die Unterstützungsbeiträge für die Frauen unserer Kollegen, die weiß ich nicht mehr, wo wir die Gelder hernehmen sollen, die wir zur Vorbereitung. Meine Herren, wenn sich mir bei Ausübung meines Berufs ein Kriminalbeamter in den Weg stellt, dann weiß er, welches Risiko er eingeht. Zwischen dem, den die Kriminalpolizei sucht, und zwischen uns. Da ist Schluss. Jawohl. Hat kein Recht zu existieren. Die muss weg. Die muss ausgerottet werden, vertilgt.
My God, the intensity. But I also find it rather comedic at the fact that they are also criminals committing crimes, yet they're condemning another criminal who's also committing a crime. Like there's a sort of comedy there.
Unsere Mitglieder müssen wieder in Ruhe ihren Geschäften nachgehen können. Der Kriminalpolizei. Razzien. Immer neue. Immer schärfere Razzien.
Wir müssen von den Absichten der Polizei beinahe eher verständigt werden als die Polizei selber.
Die ausgesetzte Belohnung ist auch, Herr Präsident, ein...
You just gotta wait for the murderer to make a mistake.
Monate, dass die Polizei den Mörder...
8 months. Jeez.
Darauf können wir nicht warten.
Dahin sind wir pleite.
Maybe they should band together. But, you know, that could be tricky because their line of work. I probably could not even breathe in that room. I'd be like, I gotta get out and have some fresh air.
Das müssen wir.
They're gonna try and look for him now.
Wir müssen die Stadt mit einem Netz von Spitzeln überziehen. Muss unter ständiger Kontrolle stehen.
I mean, you know you're a bad mofo when even the criminals are looking for you, right? Like, that's when you know you bad. You bad.
Die jedem auf der Straße nachgehen können, ohne aufzufallen. Mit einem Wort. Menschen...
Ja, aber solche gibt's doch gar nicht.
Na, wer kann denn da? Die Bettler. Die Organisation der Bettler.
Ooh, interesting transition. See the experimental nature of these transitions and these camera movements and these shots. So cool to see.
Dankeschön.
Oh. Who is that? Who is that? Yeah, that could be her dad. Like, he could be her father. What a smart idea from the heisters. They're like, we're just gonna come up with a network of the beggars to just watch. That's what they did in an episode of the new Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. He had like a network of like people on the streets watching for him. It's so smart. In searching homes, be on the lookout for any clue which could establish the origin of the murderer's letter to the courier. Be on the lookout as well for an old wooden table. Idiot. Or a red pencil. Or writing paper of the type used by the killer. I think what's so fascinating also, still to this day, is that there's still that sort of like social sort of fascination with what goes on in the mind of a killer. But I like seeing how it's depicted throughout history.
Wohnt bei Ihnen ein Herr Beckert?
Herr Beckert, jawohl, ja, Herr Beckert, der wohnt bei mir. Wenn Sie vielleicht Platz nehmen wollen, bitteschön.
Danke sehr.
Bitteschön.
There he is. Our murderer. Uh-oh. It's always in the wastebasket. Handwriting! Handwriting! What is he penciling down? Oh my God, he's looking at torture devices. Oh no. He seems to be killing little girls too. However they created that reflection thing is freaking so cool. And honey, where are your parents? Why are you on the street alone? I don't understand. I like her little outfit though too. I'm sorry. Her little coat is so cute. Little Mary Jane's. Please protect this child, please. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh my God, he acts crazy. Oh my God, he's freaking insane. What is with this song that he's whistling? I need more information on that. People in the comments, if you please. It's like an incessant need to commit whatever he wants to commit, and it's just, ugh, it feels disgusting.
Na no, doch schon mal gehört. Das war doch.
Careful, Baba. I don't want him to like get hurt either.
Was hast du denn? Na hör doch mal.
He's like,
Da
someone's
heißt doch
whistling.
einer. Da. Jetzt ist er still. Hast du den Mann gesehen, der gepfiffen hat? Naja, sprich ein Kind an.
Oh my God, go follow him.
Und der Mann hat ein kleines
Luftballon.
Mädchen bei sich gehabt.
Brother, you better freaking catch up to this man, sir. He is literally in the criminal act. Yeah, this guy seems to have a very specific type of child, and I'm not here for that. Why? Where is the mindset there? I don't know. I don't know. Get him! He's just peeling an apple, or I think that's an orange, actually. Something with skin on it. The M on the hand! I didn't know it was gonna be in the movie. That's so cool.
Verdammt noch einmal. Sind Sie verrückt, Mensch? Appelsinenschalen auf die Straße schmeißen?
The weapon back to the murderer! Honey, you probably should... Oh, branded him. That's where M comes from. I was wondering why just the single letter.
Das Fensterbrett.
The window ledge. What about it? Oh, there's an engraving. What? Red pencil shavings? Oh my god, they got him.
Also endlich sind wir auf seiner Spur.
Haben Sie den entdeckt? Die Bettler haben den entdeckt. Ein kleines Mädchen auf der Straße. Da ist sie doch am Pfeifen, hat man in der Kasse.
Sie lassen ihn keinen Moment aus den Augen. Sie beschatten ihn auf Schritt und Tritt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause it. Because I really like the fact, so I know the original title was Murderer Among Us, but I almost like the fact more that they called it M and then incorporated that into the movie. I didn't know they were gonna do that. That really does give legitimacy to the title. So I really think that's so cool. Yeah, this movie is really, really cool. I'm really liking it. Where are her parents is my question. This girl is literally like, oh, yeah. Turn suddenly. That was great. God, he looks crazy. I like when his eyes are all big. No, Bubba, they got you. They got you, sir. You're got. Oh, it's still there. Oh, thank God. Thank God it didn't come up all the way. It is too late.
Hier raus ist er auf keinen Fall. Wir hätten ihn sonst unbedingt ziehen müssen. Verdammt nochmal, irgendwo muss doch der Kerl sein.
Hat er sich im Haus versteckt?
Straße, aufpassen wie die Schießhunde.
Über das Licht aus, sonst schöpft er womöglich Verdacht, wenn er nach Hause.
Oh, but they're at his house. He's probably not going to go home because he probably understands.
Die Bettler haben Unterstützung herbeigeholt und das ganze Haus umstellt. Sie behaupten, dass der Kerl sich im Hause versteckt hat.
Was ist das eigentlich für ein Haus?
Ausgesprochenes Bürohaus. Vom ersten Stock bis zum 5. sind lauter Büros und...
How did he get away so fast, though? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? Did he poof out of existence? This... I think my only question is, like, what... The audacity to hide. Like, you're killing children. How dare you hide? Like, what? As if they're doing something bad to you. I don't even understand that.
Verrückt, was? Die Polizei? Nee. Den holen wir uns selber. Ja.
At 11. They're gonna wait him out. They're like, we gonna get him ourselves. We're not even gonna rely on the police.
Ich hab doch selber. Aber es ist doch... Sofort aufmachen. Und kein Laut.
He got a hold of a police's uniform. Oh, they're like handcuffing him.
Im Haus sind noch 2 Wächter auf Kontrollgang.
That's kind of funny.
Funktion von Kontrolluhren.
Minute genau gestochen werden. Gibt's automatisch Alarm auf der nächsten Polizeiwache.
Oh, so it's like a security alarm system. They got all the tools out today. That is going to cause so much, like... What if the police do end up going there? They're going to see all of that destruction, and they're going to be like, well, someone was clearly here. Bro, turn the clock. He didn't turn the clock. Yeah, there we go. Good job. I love how there are people all over this building just trying to tear it apart to find him.
Auf dem Boden, Lisa! Ich hab deutlich was klopfen hören.
We've got you. I love that he has a whole freaking army of guys. Like, that's so... I know that they're bad guys, but still, that's so freaking badass. His eyes get all wide. He's all like... Definitely a good choice in the casting. I think I also read somewhere, though, that Peter Lorre was also simultaneously working on a play as he was in production of this film. So he was kind of doing, like... He was doing 2 projects at once.
Vorwärts! Er muss hier drin sein! Hallo, was?
Ich hab den Kerl entdeckt. Auf dem Boden.
That's good.
Stundenlang hätte man noch suchen können.
The Watchman. He sounded the alarm.
10.
5 Minuten ist noch Zeit, 6 Verschläge noch zu öffnen.
We have 5 minutes. We're gonna get this guy. Oh no.
Weiter, nächste Tür. Wir haben nur noch 3 Minuten Zeit. Los, weiter, schnell.
Uh-oh.
Da steckt der Hund.
Fantastic acting. I feel like the role didn't really call for him to do much, so I could see how he was able to kind of do 2 projects at once.
Mit oder ohne Kerl. Ganz gleich, haut ab. Beine in die Hand, bis dann.
Wow. Oh. Broke down doors.
Hände hoch. Wie kann ich denn die Hände hochheben, wo ich auf der Strickleiter stehe? Raus!
Oh, the camera angle is so... Look at that. That was kind of an optical illusion because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, is he coming out of the side of a wall or is he coming from the floor? But he's on a rope, right? That was kind of a weird optical illusion. That's kind of cool.
Ja, ist ja alles in schöner Ordnung, Herr Kommissar. Dann kann ja jetzt gehen. Moment. Doch, der aufs Smartphones. Wer gefunden hat. Ein Mann, meinte?
There must be some mistake. We weren't looking for a man.
Nicht das Geringste.
I know nothing as well.
Geklaut worden ist nicht. Geklaut worden ist ja, mein Lieb. Ich hab schon gesagt, ich weiß von nichts. Na schön.
Take him away. I think there is really an attention to editing in this film as well, because I noticed the transitions and the editing is very smooth. Like, that is impressive.
Lassen Sie mal einen Wächter reinkommen.
Oh, the Watchman is alive.
Deutlich gehört, wie einer der Einbrecher zu dem Bursch. Wir haben ihn. Ich habe den Kerl entdeckt. Auf dem Boden steckt er.
Jawohl, Herr Kommissar. Das kann ich.
Dann gehen Sie mal vorläufig nach Hause und erholen sich von Ihrem Schreck.
Jawohl, Kommissar.
Wow, this film is so impressive. I'm completely impressed by it.
Ist Kommissar Lohmann im Hause. Ich komme selbst darüber.
That's a weird angle.
Wenn es was Neues gibt, ich bleibe hier im Präsidium.
What a strange angle to film at. Wow, everything exposed.
Was willst du denn?
Ich möchte dich um meine Gefälligkeit bitten. Na, liest du mal das erst durch. Ja, Einbruch in ein Bürohaus.
They're really trying to keep this under wraps. I wonder what they're going to do with him, though. They haven't expressed that. I feel like they're going to kill him.
Straße, doch eine ganz ordentliche Gegend. Scheint mir doch nicht so ganz ordentlich zu sein.
Why did they kill the Watchman, though? And if they killed all the Watchmen, why didn't they kill the one that made the confession?
Ist ja toll. Ist ja nicht zu glauben.
As he's reading the report, they're showing us the evidence. That's just... It's the detail for me. It's the detail.
Ach so, auf die Sparkasse hatten Sie es abgesehen. Also jetzt verstehe ich überhaupt nicht.
Because they weren't after the money, they were after the man. But they don't know that.
Aber ein Mensch verschleppt. Gott weiß wohin. Der Franz hält's Maul. Hat natürlich Angst. Von der Seite packen könnten. Wenn du mir dabei helfen wolltest.
Na, dann werden wir uns den Franz mal kommen lassen.
Was habe ich denn mit der Mordkommission zu tun?
Die Sache ist jetzt mir übertragen worden.
He's like, wait a second, I was just damaging property. I wasn't killing anybody.
Warum denn?
Ihr habt eure Arbeit ein paar Grade zu gut gemacht.
Dude, that cup of beer is ridiculous.
Beihilfe zum Mord.
Accessory to murder.
Damit will ich nichts zu tun haben.
They're trying to put pressure
Sag
on him.
jetzt alles. Ich will dir alles sagen, alles. Auch was wir in dem verdammten Haus...
He's like, jackpot. That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Den Kindermörder.
Child murderer.
Wen?
Den Kindermörder, Herr Kommissar.
He's like, I just gotta prepare myself mentally for what's about to happen, what's about to unfold. Gotta just put some water on my face, wake up.
Jetzt setz dich weiter her, mein Junge.
He's like, tell me everything you know.
Und gnade dir Gott, wenn du mich anschwindelst. Was habt ihr mit dem Mörder zu tun?
Sie kennen doch die alte Schnapsfabrik von Kunz und Levi.
That's the one. They brought him there.
Komm hier, ich krieg dich an! Schweine! Was wollt ihr denn von mir? Was wollt ihr denn von...
We know what you've been doing, buddy. Whoa, the entire coalition. We all know, bucko. Trial of the people. The entire room looking at him. Oh, no. No.
Hier kommst du nicht mehr raus.
Meine Herren, ich bitte Sie, von mir wollen. Ganze muss doch ein Irrtum
It's
sein.
not.
Ein Irrtum.
I love the way he's acting.
Ein Irrtum.
The blind man.
Ein Irrtum.
Bro, it's gotta mean something. The man that can't even see you is saying no mistake.
Doch der kleinen Elsie Beckmann geschenkt.
Elsie. Nein,
Die Kleine war verperlt, verscharrt, du Hund.
die habe ich ja gar nicht gekannt.
Die auch nicht, was? Und
Oh, so his victims are little girls.
Und die hast du auch nicht gekannt, was?
Like, no one's gonna let you out. But okay, excuse me, I know that the men who caught him are like criminals themselves, but the orderly nature of the way that they're going about this, I can't help but commend. You know, they could be ravenous and murderous and kill him, but they're actually like putting him on trial, giving him a second. I appreciate that. I'm here for that.
Du hast da was von Recht gesprochen. Hier sitzen lauter Sachverständige in Rechtsfragen. Bis 15 Jahre Brandenburg. Bekommst sogar einen Verteidiger.
Auch keinen Verteidiger! Wer will mich denn anklagen?
An der Stelle würde hier nicht so dicke Töne riskieren,
He's like, I wouldn't talk right now.
falls Sie das noch nicht kapiert haben sollten. Ich habe das zweifelhafte Vergnügen, hier als Ihr Verteidiger zu fungieren.
Ja, wollt ihr mich denn umbringen? Wollt ihr mich denn einfach kalten Nachtmord an mir begehen? Gericht stellt!
Dich auf den Paragraph 51 berufst und dann brichst du aus? Ein Jagdschein kann ja nicht passieren. Gehst wieder fröhlich auf die kleinen Kinder los. Nee.
He's like, no, yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're gonna deal with this right now, right here.
Dafür! Das kennen wir! Vor Gericht kennen wir alle nicht dafür!
Bro, having him be put on trial by a bunch of other criminals is the greatest idea. Like, why haven't I seen this in a film before? Like, because it's like, we know all of the I can't help it and, oh, just put me in an asylum. We know those are all excuses. We're dealing with you right here. We know what you think you're trying to do. No. Brilliant.
Wie bist du denn überhaupt? Alle miteinander. Verbrecher, weil ihr Geldschränke knacken könnt oder Fassaden klettern oder Karten zinken, die ihr gerade so gut lassen könntet. Alle Schweine wert. Aber ich, verflucht in mir, die Stimme, die Qual.
Du willst also damit sagen,
That you're being
morden
possessed to do it? You have to kill?
Immer muss ich durch Straßen gehen und immer spüre ich und verfolgt mich. Aber ich kann mir nicht entkommen. Rennen, endlose Straßen. Die gehen nie mehr weg. Die sind immer da. Immer. Nur nicht, wenn ich's tue. Dann stehe ich vor einem Plakat und lese, was ich getan habe. Was habe ich getan? Aber wer glaubt mir denn? Schreit und brüllt da innen, wie ich's tun muss. Und dann schreit eine Stimme und ich kann es nicht mehr hören.
Wow, acting superb.
Ich kann nicht.
He might have some,
dass er nicht anders kann. Das heißt also, dass er morden muss. Also Zwangs muss ausgelöscht werden wie ein Schadenfeuer.
Ums Wort!
Das Wort hat er
Hold on.
Mein sehr geschätzter in 3 Fällen von der Kriminalpolizei.
Das gehört nicht hierher.
Spreche ihm das Todesurteil.
He said no.
Gerade das Moment des Zwangs sprichst deinen Klienten frei. Du Hauer, während des Moments
Yeah, what? Are you
des
insane?
Angeklagten ist, kann man keinen Menschen strafen.
Absolute bull. That makes no sense.
Dass dieser Mensch ein kranker Mensch ist, gibt man nicht dem Henker, den übergibt man dem Arzt.
Spricht aus dem Irrenhaus? Ja, oder hat sie halten lassen?
They have a good point too.
Ausbrechen oder entlassen werden und wieder morden müssen.
Einen Menschen zu töten, der für seine Taten nicht auch nicht der Staat, schon gar nicht.
The only thing I have to say about that is, like, you know, in movies when, like, the guy who caught the bad guy shows the bad guy mercy and then the bad guy turns around and stabs him in the back. That's what I'm thinking in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna show him mercy and then he's gonna just do it all over again. So I know it's, like, messed up, but I feel like I'm on the side of the people who want him to, like, because, like, you know, no, he should pay for his crimes with that. But then again, taking him to an asylum in this time might also be punishment in and of itself.
Na also, da hast du auch noch Kind verloren. Es ist, wenn so ein Kindchen genommen wird. Frage mal nach den Tagen und Nächten, wo sie nicht wussten, was los war. Nicht wussten, was los war. Die Mütter sollst du fragen. Was hast du denn bitte von den Müttern Gnade? Keine Gnade für die Mörder, keine Gnade!
Ihnen mit dem Mörder! Totschlag! 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 Lass mit ihm! Bringt sie um die Bestie! Du bist nicht niederschreien von euch! Meiner Gegenwart ein Mord. Diesen Menschen... Das ist ja kein Mensch! Dass dieser Mann der Polizei übergeben wird.
Ausgerechnet Polizei!
Of all the dumb... They're like, what? Oh, the police are there. Everyone's raising their hands like, the police are there. I surrender.
Im Namen des Gesetzes.
Oh, man. Saved by the bell.
Im Namen des Volkes.
Davon werden unsere Kinder auch nicht wieder lebendig. Man muss eben noch besser auf die Kinder Acht geben.
Keep closer watch over the children. That was just the end. Oh my god. What a movie, guys. That was... I feel like that movie was actually so brilliantly created. And now that I think about the fact that it was Fritz Lang and Fritz Lang did Metropolis, me seeing Metropolis and how meticulous he was in the sort of production of that, it makes sense that this was just as brilliantly meticulous. I felt like, first of all, the editing of this film was so smooth. It was smooth transitions, smooth cuts, very well thought out in the editing. And then also I think the sort of magical cinematic wonder of this sort of period of cinema coming out where you still have elements of a silent film, but it's also sort of fused with the new style of talkies or films with sound. And so you get this sort of beautiful marriage of the two in a film. And I actually liked, because I talked about this, I think in my, it was probably My Man Godfrey, or it was The Thin Man. It was one of those. But I talked about this in one of those films, and I almost feel like they did it better here, because I feel like it really was the beauty of both worlds. You know, you had the moments where there were times of silence, but then you also had the moments when, you know, talking was necessary. And I don't think there was any score or any music. I didn't think I noticed that, but it worked. It was brilliant. I think the fact that having criminals sort of weed out a criminal is also in and of itself interesting. It's sort of like a conversation on like what crime, like a hierarchy of crimes. Because all these people have committed crimes. They've all been in front of like judges. They've done their time. They've committed some offense against society. And do they have the audacity to then convict or vilify another one of them? Like, that's the question you ask yourself. So that was an interesting commentary. I also wanted to mention the fact that Fritz Lang did have access to the Berlin Police Department. Having that research done, you can really see that he really wanted to make that authentic, even with going through the process of finding the killer, the steps they took throughout their investigation. It was really well thought out, and I think he gave a lot of time to that process, and I think that was authenticated by, you know, having that sort of tie to the police department and being able to talk to not only the criminals and the murderers, but also the police officers that actually do this on a day-to-day. So I think it was cool to kind of see the inside of that, and then knowing that, you know, this was sort of the first of its kind, the first of its, to really, you know, see the process of investigating a crime. I think it was really interesting that we got that piece of history. Apart from that, the film was really engaging. You know, you think around this time, like the 1930s or like, and especially the early 30s, where it's still, you know, between the silent era, and the talkie era, you would think like, oh, these are probably going to be drab and there's going to be like downtimes, which there were some, but I mean, what can you do? I think overall, this really was a good film. It was really engaging, and I can see how it really did influence crime shows, television, movies, you know, that were to come. So yeah, the only thing I feel bad about is I wish, because I feel like Peter Lorre did such a fantastic job at the end of kind of like unraveling as this murderer. He did a great job, but it's almost sad that that's kind of like what he ended up just doing with his career, was just like the sort of shady, villainous, antagonist type characters. Like, it would have been interesting to see what else he could do. But yeah, that was fantastic. Very interesting film to watch. And I hope you guys had a great time, because I definitely did. Thank you guys so much for watching it with me. All right, everyone, that does it for today's video. If you liked it as much as I did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to become an official MWMer, then please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to stay in the loop. If you would like to see this film's full reaction, you will find it on my Patreon. Patreon is also where I hold my MWM live watch parties, where we come together and we watch one classic film live via Zoom. If that sounds like something of interest to you, then please check out that Patreon link, which is in the description box below. In the next video, we are going to be watching a film that I have also very much seen in the comments, and I am very excited to watch it, and it is another German film. We are going to be diving into the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I am so excited to watch this film. I have seen stills of it, and it looks absolutely stunning, so I cannot wait to watch it in its entirety. If you have not seen The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, please watch it in its entirety with a friend or yourself before watching the reaction. I have provided a link of where I found this film. I actually didn't purchase it this time. I found it online, and I provided a link of where I found it. So if you want to watch it there, go to that link. If you have a recommendation for any classic Hollywood film, the best way to get a hold of me is on social media. On Facebook and X at Movies with Mia, and on Instagram and TikTok at movieswithmia_. If social media is not your jam, fear not. I do have an email. My email is linked in the description, and it is also right here where you can see it as well. And while you're online, in general, why not check out my LetterBoxd account, where I have a documentation of all of the classic films we have seen on the channel up to this point. If that sounds of interest to you, you can find that under the handle at Mamma Mia Tiffany. With that, guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching to this point. It means so much to me. Please stay safe and healthy out there. We are getting into our colder season, so y'all know what that means. There's a lot of little, you know, seasonal allergies and flu season rolling around, so I want you guys to make sure that you are tight and ready for 2025. Keep yourselves hydrated, take your vitamins, and, you know, just enjoy the sun, enjoy life. It's a great one. So that's all I have to say about that. Without anything else to say, I will see you, boo, in the next video. Bye, everyone. Tis time to film our Halloween series. Guys, I haven't filmed, I think, since August. Or was it July? I have no idea. M was released in 1931. Hi, Grandma. I'm in the middle of filming. Can I call you back? No, that's okay. Bye. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it again because I got a phone call. Starring Peter Lorre. I remember, guys, I still get comments today saying Lorre, so Peter Lorre. You can tell I'm a little salty about that one. Directed by Fritz Langs. There's no S. Is it not even Lang? Is it Lang? Is it Lang? Okay, in German you say Lang. In English you say Lang. So I speak English, so I'm gonna say Lang. Move that over to the side. I can't even see my earrings. I'm wearing dangly earrings today. Can't even see them because my hair just overpowers my entire head. The movie N, wow. One letter, and I still messed it up. That's a whole new level for me. Wow, that is an accomplishment in and of itself. He and his wife created their screenplay. Mom, I'm in the middle of filming. Can I please call you back? It's okay, bye. That's the second call today. Nobody wants to call me until I'm on camera, I swear. Originally, the title was Project. Again. I love that it's called M also because my first initial is M. It's sort of a fun little coincidence.